Welcome to Weaving Weird Studio. My name is Sig and this is my channel. In recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I have created 2 unique granny square tutorials for you today. If you find value in this video, help grow this channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you for crocheting with me today. So I'm glad you could join me for today's video. Today's video, we're going to do two types of granny square. The first one, we're going to get started right now with these colors. We're going to use a white, and I'm going to use this bright pink. I'm going to use this fleshy tone color, and then I'm going to use this little slightly darker beige color. I'm using just a standard medium weight worsted yarn, so I'm opted to use a size G hook today. I also am going to need a yarn needle and of course a pair of scissors. So now you can use any color that you like for the breast cancer awareness flower. I prefer to use more a flesh tone for the flowers that I make. However, you can use anything, any color, purples, greens, blue. They're granny squares after all. And the only thing that I suggest is that the center of the flower is a darker complementary color to what the other flower petals are actually going to be. And so for mine, I'm going to start off with this kind of darker beige color for the center of my flower. The first thing I'm going to do is to chain 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I'm going to make a slip stitch in the 5th chain from the hook. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 3 more. And then you see kind of this tail of the other 8 chains. I am actually going to make a double crochet, and I am going to insert my hook just on the other side of that tail into the ring. And I'm going to make my double crochet. And of course, this first 3 chain right here is going to act as my first double crochet, and this will act as my second double crochet, and I will want 16 double crochets total. Okay, so now that I have 16 double crochets on my 5 chain ring, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to slip stitch in that 3rd chain. And then I'm going to finish off this color. And so then the next thing I'm going to do before I start my second color, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this 8 chain tail and I'm going to tie it in a loose knot. And then I'm going to take my yarn needle and right across from where the tail connects, I'm going to just kind of put that needle right through the edge there somewhere, right? So long as it bites into some of that yarn. And I'm going to pull that through. And then you see it from behind. Then I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to put it back through the middle and right through kind of the center of that knot. And then I'm going to make just a little, like a little tack. And this will keep my knot from falling apart or from getting loose. That's all I really need is just that one little tack. And then from there, I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to weave it into the back of my piece. Now you want to make sure that you give yourself a nice bit of tail in order to do this weaving with. I kind of gave myself a short tail, so I'm going to have to get a little creative about how I finish this, weaving this tail in. So I'll just stick my needle in first, and then I'll thread it with the yarn, and then I'll pull that through. Snip off the extras. And then now you have the center of your flower. So the next color I'm going to use is my complementary color. It's sort of this interesting flesh tone. It goes nicely with the center of my flower. And what I'm going to do here now is this is probably going to be a little different than you're used to seeing with a granny square or with granny squares. But I'm actually just going to go into the back loop of these double crochet stitches. And I'm going to work the back loop. So just the back loop only. And I'm going to chain 3, and that's going to act as one of my double crochets. And then I'm going to double crochet again in that very same stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1. So your next stitches, as with the very first stitch, we're going to only crochet in the back loop of those stitches. But the next stitches, or the following stitches, I'm going to do kind of a cluster of 2 double crochets together. And so for those of you who don't know what that is, I'll explain that quickly for you. So we're going to yarn over as if you're, your standard double crochet, and you're going to pull your yarn through, and then you're going to yarn over and pull your yarn through, and then you're going to stop right there. You're not going to complete the double crochet just yet. Then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go back in. You're going to insert your hook back into that stitch, and you're going to pull your yarn through, yarn over, and pull it through 2 loops like you're doing a double crochet again. And then you're going to yarn over, and then you're going to pull through all 3 of those loops. And so you have your 2 double crochets together. And I'm going to do just that around the entire circle. Also, I'm going to do a single chain after I do my cluster of 2 double crochets. So again, pull through, and then yarn over, and then pull through again, pull through the first 2 loops, and then pull through the next 3 loops, and then a single chain. Okay, so that's what we're going to do all the way around. So after we slip stitch into that top 3rd chain from the first chain of this color, I'm going to go ahead and do another slip stitch. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my chain going in that first chain 1 space. So I'm going to chain 3. And now this time I'm actually going to do the double crochet cluster, except I'm going to do it 4 double crochets for the cluster. So basically it's going to look like this. So this 3 chain is going to act as my first double crochet because that's where we're beginning. And then so I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull that loop all the way through and then complete my cluster. Then I'm going to chain 2. So in the next stitch, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see where we've started the 4 double crochet stitches, and then we have 5 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull that yarn all the way through, and I'm going to close up that cluster, and then I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to do that 16 times in each one of these chain 1 spaces all the way around. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Perfect. So now, as before, I'm going to go to the 3rd chain. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slip stitch. And then I'm going to fasten off my color. All right, so this is what we have so far. And now I'm going to bring in my white. And now we're going to start working on the white, obviously, that goes around the flower, the background. And I'm going to start this by chaining 4. And then I'm going to do a treble crochet. So this is going to be my first one, the chain 4, and then this is going to be my next treble crochet. And I'm going to do 3 of them. And then I'm going to chain 3. And then I'm going to do 3 more treble crochets in that same stitch. So in effect, we have our first corner. And then I'm going to do 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. And then again, 3 half double crochets in the next space. Let me go ahead and pull that yarn out. We don't need that there right now. I'll weave that in when we're finished. Okay, so to recap, the corner has 3 treble crochets, chain 3, 3 treble crochets. Then we've got 3 double crochets, and now 3 half double crochets. And then the next one, the next chain 2 space, we're going to do 3 double crochets, and then we're going to be at the next corner, and that will be a 3 treble crochets. Chain 3, and then 3 more treble crochets in that same 2 chain space. And then the next space, we're going to do 3 double crochets. And then in the next space after that, we're going to do 3 half double crochets. Now, if you're new to these stitches, you can always check out my how-to crochet tutorials. You can find that in the playlist section, and that'll show you exactly how to do these stitches that I'm talking about right now. And so in the next chain 2 space, I'm going to do 3 double crochets. And then of course we're going to hit that corner again, so as before, that'll be 3 trebles. And then 3 chains. And then 3 trebles again, all in the same space. And then 3 doubles. And we'll just go ahead and finish just as we have been until we've finished up the square. Okay, and now again we're going to go ahead and finish this off. Finish off the white. Okay, so the wonderful thing about granny squares is that you really can just use whatever yarn you have lying around. You can really just use up the odd bits and bobs that you have about, or you can buy specific colors. It's all up to you, really. So now we're going to go ahead and start with the pink. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this pink because this is the same color pink that I have on all my squares as far as the border is concerned. And so I personally want to keep that kind of all the same. That'll be the one element that ties all the colors together for sure. And then I'm going to start single crocheting around. So I've started here and I'll single crochet in the same stitch that I just started in. And of course the next one. And so on and so forth. And then when we get to the space, the chain 3 space, we are going to do 5 crochets in that space, 5 single crochets. Okay, so let's just go ahead and remember, just single crochet in each stitch. And then when you hit your corner stitch, do 5. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to end up with 15 stitches in on each side. So we'll just go ahead and get that done. Okay. So you're going to end up with 15 single crochets right across this section, 5 in each and 5 in each corner. I'm going to weave off the ends. And so now she's ready to block. You can see my other ones that I've already created. Here you go, breast cancer flowers, breast cancer awareness flowers, sorry, excuse me. Okay, so we're going to put these aside, and I am going to now show you how to do the ribbons. Okay, so our second tutorial is for the breast cancer awareness ribbon granny square. And I will show you how I make these. First, you're going to need white yarn. You're going to need 3 colors of pink, a light pink, a dark pink, and a medium pink. Again, I'm using a size G hook, and we'll need a yarn needle, and then of course the scissors. Okay, now let's get started. First thing I want to do is I want to chain 4. And then I want to make a slip stitch in that first chain, or the 4th chain from the hook. Then I'm going to single crochet 3, and I want 10 double crochets around my ring. So this chain 3 will be considered my first double crochet. And so I'm going to double crochet 9 additional double crochets around this ring. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this circle off. Okay, so we've got like so. And then I'm just going to set that over here to the side just for a minute, because we're going to pick that up here in just a second. So now the next yarn I want is my light pink. And this one, I'm going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to get my ring, and I'm going to single crochet 2 single crochets in each of the 10 stitches. So I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to single crochet 2 single crochets in each stitch. So you should have 20 single crochets all the way around. Should be your total count. And then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to chain 10 chain stitches. Okay, so this is what you should look like. So now I'm going to turn my work. I will be looking at the back of my chain. And the second chain from the hook, I will do a half double crochet. And then I will do a half double crochet in each chain stitch after that. Okay. So this is what we should look like so far. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a half double crochet in the next 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the next stitch, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets. Same stitch. And then I'm going to do a half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And then a half double crochet, 1 in each of the next 4 stitches. And then the following one will be 2 half double crochets in that same stitch. And then I'm going to take a double crochet or half double crochet and put one in each of the following stitches. These stitches as well as the chain stitches. And then I'm going to finish it off right there. So now you can start seeing how our ribbon is going to start taking some shape. Now we're going to go back to the dark pink again. And what I want to do is I want to start my pink right here in this same single crochet stitch on the ring. And I'm going to single crochet along the edge of my ribbon. Now when we get down to the end of the leg, I'm just going to do a single crochet for each stitch, except for right here in the middle. And then, along this edge, and we're going to do an additional single crochet. So typically when you round a corner, you're going to want to put a couple of crochets into the same stitch for the corner, but for this one, no. We just want to go ahead and do the single crochet at the corner, a single crochet in the middle, and then another single crochet at the next corner. So now that you got this corner one stitched in there, you're going to want to continue making a single crochet up this side of your ribbon, and you're going to want to make 12 of those. So you can do a single crochet in the next 12 stitches from the corner. If you add the corner into your stitch count, that would be 13 stitches. So, but if you get a little lost, just go ahead and look for where you see the double crochet, or the two single crochets that you crocheted twice. You're going to want to be right on the other side of that when you finish this 12 stitch count. Okay, so now that I'm on this other side of that, so this is our corner stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. This next one right here, we want to put 2 single crochets in. And then we're going to single crochet the next 1, 2, 3, and 4 stitches. And then this next one, I'm going to put in 2 single crochets. And then we're going to want to single crochet 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then we're going to do a single crochet in each stitch all the way down, 1 in the corner, 1 in the center, and 1 in the corner, and then a single crochet for each stitch all the way back up. So now that we've gone all the way around and all the way up, and I've cut my thread off, I'm going to use that yarn to tack my legs into place as I weave in the end. So now we're ready for the white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white and I'm going to slip stitch in that corner and in the back loop. So we're going to work this ribbon only in the back loop with the white. And then in the next stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet. Then the stitch after that, I'm going to do a half double crochet. And then I'm going to do a double crochet in the following stitch. And then I'm going to do a treble crochet in the stitch after that. But with this stitch, not only am I going to go through this back loop, I'm also going to go through the back loop of the ribbon as well. Kind of tacks it all together right there. And then I'm going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. And then I'm going to do a half double crochet. And then another half double crochet in the next stitch. And then another half double crochet. And then a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And in the next stitch, I want 3 single crochets all together. So we got 1, 2, and 3 single crochets. So now I'm going to single crochet in the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then this next stitch, I'm going to do 3. 1, 2, and 3 single crochets in the same stitch. And then I'm going to do a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then a half double crochet and another half double crochet, and then a double crochet, and then a treble crochet. Just like how we did it before, just pick up that back loop and then put it into the loop directly behind it. And then the next stitch is going to be on that second leg, and that is going to be a double crochet. And then another double crochet. And a half double crochet. And then a single crochet, which brings us right back to the corner stitch of the ribbon on the opposite side. So now with this, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to single crochet once and twice. And then in the same stitch. And then I'm going to single crochet once. Another single crochet in the next stitch. And I'm going to half double crochet. And then I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch. And then I'm going to treble crochet. Just like we did the other treble crochets, I'm going to pick up this back loop and I'm going to go through and pick up the loop behind it. And then I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, which you'll find on the next leg over. And then of course the half double crochet again and then a single crochet, and then another single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in this corner stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch in the next stitch, which was the first slip stitch of this round. And then I'm going to chain 4. And this chain 4 is going to act as my first treble crochet. So now I'm going to treble crochet in the next 13 stitches. So now that I have 13, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stitches, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make another treble crochet in the next stitch. And then, so chain 3, and then a treble crochet in the same stitch as the last treble crochet. And then I'm going to do a double crochet and then a half double crochet, and then a half double crochet again, and then a single crochet and a single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in that next stitch. So up to this point you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you have a single crochet and another single crochet and another single crochet. And then we'll do a half double crochet, one more half double crochet, a regular double crochet, and then a treble crochet. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 stitches. That's where we should be at. Now I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to do another treble crochet in that same stitch as the last treble crochet. So we have another corner. And then I'm going to do my treble crochet for another 14 counts. Okay, so I have 15 trebles. I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to treble crochet in that same stitch as the last treble to make my corner. Then I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch. I'm going to half double crochet in the next stitch. And then I'm going to single crochet, and then again in the next stitch. And then I'm going to put 2 single crochets in this next stitch. It's just underneath that treble that's right in the center of the ribbon. Then I'm going to single crochet, and I'm going to single crochet again in the next stitch. And then this next stitch, I am going to single crochet, and I'm going to half double crochet, and then I'm going to double crochet, and then I'm going to treble crochet. I'm going to do 3 chains, and I'm going to treble crochet in that same stitch. Now I'm going to finish off. It's time for the medium pink. You can really start it just about anywhere you want to. Make my slip stitch, and then I'm going to single crochet in each stitch. And when I get to the corners, I am going to put in 5 single crochets for each corner. Okay, so basically from this treble crochet to this treble crochet, you want 15 counts. And then of course you have your 3 chains. So with your single crochet, it's going to be 15 counts plus 5 single crochets in the corner. And then again 15 across, and then 5 single crochets in the corner. 15 across, and then 5 single crochets in the corner, and same with the bottom. I'll meet you at the other side. You have it. A completed ribbon. So here's the other one. Another one that I did. This one still needs to be blocked, but you get the idea. This one has been blocked. And also keep in mind that this right here is an acrylic yarn, and here I used a cotton yarn. After all, it is a granny square, and so, you know, keeping true to form, I'm pretty much using what I happen to have on hand, and I didn't have any more of the white acrylic, so I had to switch over to what I had left of the white cotton. But you can see it works fine, and if you wanted to do the whole thing in cotton and make it larger and turn it into a dishcloth, that obviously could be done very easily as well. It's just a slight adaptation to the pattern. And then of course here are the other pieces. The breast cancer awareness flowers. And if you stuck with me this long, you are awesome. If you found value in this video, please help me grow my channel by hitting the like and subscribe button. And with all that said, have a most wonderfully creative day. Thank you now. Bye-bye.